Hi, this is Karen and welcome to another Off the Cuff at DoLally Crafts. This is the gift box that we're making today. It's a very simple one, and the reason I chose these colours is because they matched really well with the nail polish. I just picked these up at the local Chemist Warehouse, so you can usually pick up some really good bargains there, and this is just mud nail polish. As you can see, it's a cute little box that could fit all sorts of things in. Okay, let's get on with making it. This is the third time I've tried to make this box and I keep muddling up, so hopefully it'll be a case of third time lucky. Okay, the width of the paper, or the length of the paper, is 9 3/4, and the width is 4 3/4. Now, you don't need to make any notes because all the measurements and everything can be found on my blog. Using the wide end of the score tool so that you don't stuff up the creases like I did on that, you start off by scoring at 1 1/4. Then 3 1/2. No, and I've stuffed up again. Let's see if we can get rid of that score mark at 3 1/2. If I press against it, I should be able to get rid of it. Oh, sort of. Okay, on the short side, we don't need to worry about that 1 1/4 there. On the short side, 1 1/4 and 3 1/2. Okay, then turn it to the long side and you score it at 1 1/4, then at 4, then at 5 1/4, then at 8, and then at 9 1/4. Okay, I've skipped there, but we will persevere. I will just get my bone folder and lightly go up that error crease there, and it's taken it out somewhat. Now, this is the front of the box where there's two score lines very close together here, and there's only the 1 1/4 score mark there. This is the end that we want to put our circle. So I'm going to pop my circle die in the middle by measuring by eye, and I'm hoping my head's not in the camera here, and I'm just going to pop some washi on and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. Now, before I do anything else and before I stuff up anything else, I'm going to pop the frame around that front circle with a bit of high-tack glue. I don't want to use my mono adhesive because it remains tacky after using it if any of it spills out. So if I use the high-tack glue, it sticks down and it stays dry when it dries. It doesn't go tacky. And it works very quickly. As you can see, it's already done. So just close that down and pop it out the way. Okay, so we've got our circle cut here. Now we need to go along and just crease all of our score marks, like so. Now I'm doing them with my hand because I didn't like the way the score lines cracked in my sample, and I'm going to go over them very lightly with my bone folder, not harshly. So I'm using the side of the bone folder, as you can see, just to give those a bit of a press down, like so, and then the two lengthwise ones. And this one. Whoops. wanted to follow the error score line then. Okay, so we have all of our creases now nicely creased, or our fold lines all nicely creased. Now we come in with the scissors. Now I need to get rid of let me see, that's going to fold up like that, fold around. Okay, these two top ones, cut down the inside of the crease line, so into the rectangle of the crease line like so, and then just wedge both of the squares there. That's one. Two, and just take those little tabs out like that. So this end is like that because these sides are going to fold over. Okay, now on these ones you can just go straight up the score lines to the first score, and the same on the other side. If I can find it on this side. There we go. So there we go, that's those two done. At the top here, we're going to take out these two top square and small rectangle, and you cut on the inside of the score mark so that you don't get any bumps, like so, and straight up that score there. Now on this one you can wedge it slightly, and on this side wedge it slightly, and on this side wedge it so you're taking the score, or what is left of the score, out, and the same on this side like so. Okay, so that is what you should have. I'm actually going to take out a little bit off here, which is removing the score mark there. Really fine cut, and the same on this side where the score is. As you can see there, I'm only doing like a hair's width on those. So there we go, that's what we have left. Now this top end you need to angle cut to that first score mark so that it will sit inside the box nicely. Now to put the box together, we're going to have these two pieces are going to be on the outside, so we're going to bring these two pieces in like so. So they're going to be on the ins, actually no, they're going to be on the inside like that, and then these are going to come up and go around like that. So that's how the box will go together. Okay, so we'll bring in some more of our high tack glue so that it finishes it really quickly. So a little bit on that side and a little bit on that side, and then we're going to bring this piece up and have that there. There we go. Now as you can see, they don't actually go all the way down on either side, and now we're going to bring this side, these front sides up, and do those as well. So in with the tacky glue again. I like using this because it dries very quickly, and as I said, it does not stay tacky, so you don't end up having to use your powder bag to stop it from being tacky and gluey and whatnot. It just dries really quickly. As you can see, all done now. And there is our box complete. Okay, so those sides will fold in, that will go down, and that comes over the top like that. Now, I'm going to have to cut, I've cut the circle too high here, so I'm just going to trim 1/4 of an inch off there, like that, and then flip this over and bring in just a small circle punch, and just take enough to pop your thumbnail through to open the box up, like so. I'll bring in the other 2 nail polishes that I got. Unfortunately, they don't match the cardstock as nicely as the other ones, but as you can see, it fits 2 really nicely in there. Close that over and reseal the top. You could actually, if you wanted to, put magnets in to keep them closed, but I still have leftover Flirty Flamingo ribbon from the first year that it was released. So I'm going to use this just to tie at the top in a nice little bow. And what I do first is do the knot like so, and then make the bow. Like so. And then just trim the ends like so. Fiddle around with the bow a bit here. There we go. And to finish this off, I'm going to bring in a scrap of Whisper White, and I have To My Friend from our new Little Elephant, which is going to be released in our... Now, is this the... I think this is already released in our annual catalogue. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a release for this year, and I'm going to bring in my Melon Mambo if I can find it. Oh, it's gone missing. No, there it is. And I'm going to stamp To My Friend on my Whisper White. No, I don't like the look of that one. I will stamp that again. So flip it round. This is just an off-cut of paper that I have. That's better. Okay. And then bring in my old label punch. And I'm going to just pop that back in to make the banner a little bit shorter, if I can. There we go. Get that like that. And my circle punch again. And I'm just going to punch out a little bit of gold to have behind it. I'm going to use my tacky glue again since I've got it handy. So just a little bit of glue. Flip that over. Just pop that there like that. Bring this in, and I think this calls for a dimensional. So just bear with me for a moment. One there. Another one just next to it. Another one there. And there we go. I didn't put a label on the front of the other one, but I think that one looks cute. So what do you think? It's a nice little box, and it will suit any number of different things. I like the larger hole in this one. The smaller one's okay, but I'm not over keen on the wider border. Let me know what you think down in the description. If you want to purchase any of the items or any similar items, my store's open 24/7, 364. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you like this project and you'll give it a go. Yeah, okay, that's it from me. Until next time, bye-bye.